There is someone in your life right now who has hurt you before, and they will hurt you again, not because you deserve it, not because you are weak, but because they have learned something very specific about you, that you will forgive them, that you will stay, that no matter what they do, the relationship survives, and as long as they know that, nothing changes. Here is the uncomfortable truth. You have not been too forgiving. You have been forgiving in the wrong direction. Every time you absorbed the hurt, controlled your reaction, and returned to normal to protect the relationship, you accidentally sent a message you never intended to send. You taught them that this behavior has no real consequence. And the person who experiences no consequence has no reason to stop. But here is what changes everything. You do not have to fight them. You do not have to leave. You do not have to destroy the relationship to protect yourself. What you have to do is far quieter and far more powerful than any of that. The first shift is the hardest one. You have to stop waiting for them to realize what they are doing. That moment of realization you have been hoping for, where they finally understand how much they hurt you. It is not coming. Not because they are evil, but because people who consistently behave this way are not operating from self-awareness. They are operating from habit. And habits only change when the environment around them changes. You are part of their environment, and you have been the most comfortable part of it. Here is what most people never try. Instead of reacting with anger or absorbing the hurt in silence, you respond differently in the exact moment it happens. Calmly, immediately, without drama. You name what just happened, not as an accusation, but as a statement. What you just said was disrespectful. I will not continue this conversation until the tone changes. Then you stop. You do not explain. You do not soften it. You let it stand. This is not confrontation. This is information. You are teaching them, in real time, that the old dynamic no longer functions, that the comfortable pattern where they say or do something harmful and you quietly absorb it has ended. Not loudly, not dramatically, just permanently. Here is the psychological reason this works when arguing never does. Arguments give the toxic person something to respond to. They can defend themselves, deflect, or escalate. But calm, clear, non-negotiable responses give them nothing to fight. There is no drama to feed from. There is only a boundary, stated simply, held consistently. Now here is the part that requires the most patience. The first time you do this, they will not like it. They may push harder. They may act confused or wounded. This is not a sign that you did something wrong. This is the old system resisting the new one. Stay calm. Repeat the same message if necessary. Do not get pulled into justifying yourself. The moment you start explaining your boundary at length, you have turned it back into a negotiation. What you are building, slowly and quietly, is a new pattern. One where they associate disrespectful behavior not with your silence or your anger, but with the withdrawal of your engagement. And human beings, even difficult ones, adjust to patterns in their environment when those patterns are consistent enough. You do not have to choose between protecting yourself and keeping the relationship. You have to choose to stop being the person who makes it comfortable for them to hurt you. Not with bitterness, not with revenge, just with a quiet, steady, unshakable refusal to participate in the dynamic that has been costing you your peace. Here is the deep truth worth carrying with you. People treat you according to what they have learned they can get away with. Change what you allow, consistently and calmly, and you change what they bring to you. Not because they suddenly became a better person, because you stopped making it easy to be a worse one. So here is the question worth sitting with today. What has your silence after being hurt been teaching the people around you about what they can do to you next time?